So I've been looking for an alternative to Zoom for a very long time. And last year, I think it was like around December of 2022, I came across GoBrunch. And immediately I understood the value of GoBrunch. If you're tired of looking like everybody else on Zoom and having that kind of, just kind of boring setup on Zoom, Zoom is reliable. I'm not going to downplay it. But for me, if you are a coach and if you're someone that has a mastermind group, you need something that looks different than Zoom. And you need something that kind of feels like Clubhouse. Like, I don't know if you know what Clubhouse is. I'm going to show you a screenshot of the Clubhouse app. I'm going to go to images here on Google. And this is how Clubhouse looks. Like, you know, it's these little circles instead of like everybody covering the entire screen like it is on Zoom. It makes it feel more like a chat room, like a chat room podcast versus, just being tied to your computer screen on Zoom. So I always liked the look and feel of Clubhouse. I didn't necessarily care for a lot of the content on Clubhouse, but I wanted something that felt kind of like that. And then I came across GoBrunch. Now, this right here, this software right here is absolutely phenomenal for anyone that is a coach, or a life coach, or a business coach, or anybody that has a mastermind group. To me, GoBrunch is like it's superior. It gives you a different experience, and it's going to give your users a different experience. So I'm going to go inside of GoBrunch right now and just kind of show you around. So they have these little if you hit create, okay, when you hit the button, the create button is going to give you a couple of options to choose from. I'm going to focus on the one that I choose 99% of the time, which is meeting. So you select meeting just by clicking it right there, and then it's going to give you templates of each room. Now look at these rooms. Every little circle in these rooms represent how many people are allowed in those rooms. Now, you can always increase the amount of people that are allowed in each room because you can add more spaces inside of each room. And so depending on how big your audience is going to be will determine which room, in my opinion, you should start off with, even if you change it up. So, for instance, if you're going to have just a one-on-one meeting with somebody, maybe you can choose this little coffee house theme right here. So, I love this little coffee house theme. If you're going to be like meditating or doing things about spirituality or mindset with people, you can choose this little theme right here. If you're going to have a class filled with people, there's a couple of themes down here for classrooms. So, every single meeting is going to have a different theme, a different feel for your audience. And all of these little circles right here that you see will be able to be filled by people that come inside of your meeting. So, for instance, let's just say I'll show you one of my favorite ones that I use pretty often. So, when I'm training anybody from my staff, typically I'm talking to two or more people at a time. So, I'll choose this little room right here, the where it says 4 seats. I'll choose that room. And if I'm doing like a mastermind or something, I'll choose like either one of these rooms, or like this room right here looks really good. This room right here is really good. And let's just pick one. I'm going to choose this room right here. So I click on that room right there. And why isn't that room coming up for me right now? Hold on. Can we click it? Huh. I wonder why that's not coming up for me right now. Oh, my button is, I'm covering the button. So let me go back and I'm going to select, was it that room I had? It was this room. And then you're going to hit this create button down here that was covered up. And then it's going to take you inside of a room just like this. Now, this is going to give you a different look and feel. Now, all you got to do is select where you want to seat. sit yourself. So you want to select right here. So naturally, I'm going to come up. Naturally, I'm going to show right here. So now, if I want to change seats, if I want to change seats, I can do that. I can just switch to another seat. I can switch there, switch there. And when your members come in, they can choose to sit where they want to sit based off of what's available. This little logo right here is customizable. So this is something that I added into these rooms because you can white label this software, which means that it'll have your name and your address inside of this software instead of it saying GoBrunch. Like mine at the top says webassetmeetings.com. So you white label it to cover up like the GoBrunch logo and brand. So it makes it feel more like your own space, and your users are impressed by that. So going down here to the bottom, one of the things that I hear people talk about all the time is like, I don't know how to work it. And I'm always like, you just literally come in the room and start talking. That's how you work it. But what you want to do is you want to instruct people down here to the bottom, because sometimes when they come in, it's going to look like this at the bottom down there. They might not see where the microphone is. So what you want to do is hover down here to where the microphone is, and then you click microphone if you want to talk, and then automatically it'll turn on your microphone. If you have different microphones to talk to choose from, you simply click this, and then now you can select which microphone you want to choose from, and you can also select where you want the sound from your audience to come from as well. So for instance, I have my microphone selected at Shure, which is a Shure mic, and I have my speaker selected as my Philips display, my Philips monitor. If you don't like that, you could just select which one you want to, choose which one you want the sound to come from. So I'm happy with what I see. So you go there. Another cool thing about it, it doesn't just have to be a talking head. So when users come into your space, they can choose to use a default profile picture, which is like an animated cartoon looking thing, or they can upload their own profile picture. I always try to encourage people to upload their own profile picture so we'll know who we're talking to, because when people are talking, you want to associate a face with them. Another thing that's really, really cool is down here at the bottom, you can turn on the camera, and your guests can turn on the camera if you give them that option. So I'm gonna select right here. I have a different camera that I want to use rather than the one that's on my device. So I'm going to select Insta Camera. Everything that I'm using here can be found link in the bio. And now there I am up there at the top of the table. Look how freaking cool this is. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, can you get any better than this with Zoom? This is phenomenal. I don't understand why people are sleeping on GoBrunch. So if I don't want to be on camera, I could just click that and turn my camera off and still communicate with everybody. I could still talk to my audience right here. If you don't want your audience to talk, I can show you how to do that as well. Another feature I'm going to move to is the share your screen feature. If I want to share my screen, all I got to do is click right here where it says share screen, and I can share my screen. So I can literally just click there. I can select the screen that I want to share, and I can click here and hit share entire screen, and then voila, my screen. Everybody in the meeting will see my screen. That's another phenomenal option that I absolutely love. I absolutely love that. There's other things I can share as well. I can share boards and apps. I don't use this that much, but I do use the YouTube. I can share a YouTube video. So, for instance, if I go over to YouTube right now, and let's say I like this video, just say I'm talking about this video to my audience, and I want to share it with them, I can simply paste that link right here, hit open, and now that video is inside of the room, and I can put it right here across the table, or I can put it in any space that's available. And when I hit play, my audience will start watching the video that I'm watching. So the cool thing about this is that when people are watching this video, it automatically mutes their microphone. So I absolutely love that. I mean, wow, this is absolutely amazing. And also, your audience, although they're watching the same video, they can drag the video to where it's comfortable for them, or they can increase the size or decrease the size based off of what is comfortable for them as well. So they have some control also. So I love this YouTube share feature, because if we're talking about something and I'm giving an example inside of one of these rooms, it's so easy for me to just pull up a YouTube video inside of the room, and now everybody's watching the same thing. So I love, love, love that feature. Another thing I can do right here is I can share files. Sure, I can share files inside of here, but I haven't done that. So I'm only showing you the things that I use most of the time. Another thing that I have not used that much is my view. So this right here is on dynamic mode. Let me see. So if I click, I can choose between dynamic mode, which means that the screen is going to adjust based off of what size of screen I'm on. I can choose presentation mode, which is if I'm giving a presentation. I can, or if somebody else in my room is giving a presentation, they can see only the screen that I'm sharing, which will take them, it will keep them in the room, but they won't be able to see the room unless they scroll down. So that's a really good feature that I absolutely love. Um, all your attendees, when your attendees are in here, what you can do is you can click right here where it says all circle cams, and says all circle cams are now disabled. If you don't want anyone to get on camera, you can literally just turn off all their cameras right there. I love that feature, because sometimes I love seeing people in the cameras a lot of times, but sometimes you don't want to see anybody in the camera because it takes away from what you're actually doing. So that's what I love as well. With GoBrunch, you don't have to be on camera. Like, you can be doing other things and you can not look the best and not feel bad about not being on camera, because it automatically gives you the option of just uploading a profile picture. I absolutely love it. It's like a living, breathing social media. Another thing that you could do is you could search for attendees by name and add them as friends as well. That's pretty cool. All microphones. Let's just say I want to turn off all microphones. I can click it to where nobody in the room can talk. I absolutely love that feature, because one of the things I was having trouble with in the beginning is that people would come into the rooms with their microphones on and it would disrupt what I already was talking about. So that feature allows you to literally turn everybody's microphone off. I love that. So go down here. If you want everybody to talk, then you select the microphones and everybody's microphone is enabled now. So I absolutely love that. Now, this is where the fun and the magic comes into place, because let's just say on that front page where you saw these pre-made themes, if you want to add a different theme by yourself, you can do that. You can add your own custom theme. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. You can go over to, I want to go over to Canva, and I'm just going to type in YouTube thumbnail, because the YouTube thumbnail shape is the shape of your GoBrunch room. And now I can go to photos and I can type in office. And then let's just say I want this to be my, excuse me, I'm sorry. I could not bleep that out in time. You're going to have to deal with me sneezing. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's just say I wanted to make this my theme. I can simply add this theme to my Canva and then download it as a PNG. I think is it a PNG or a JPEG? Let me just download a JPEG to be on the safe side here. So I'm gonna download this as a JPEG. Download as a JPEG. So I'm gonna save this as background for GoBrunch. Save. I'm going to go back over the GoBrunch now, and I'm going to select this tab that says this room. And what you want to do is click background editor. And then now what you want to do is you want to go right here where it says background, click that. this little upload button is going to pop up. And what you're going to do is you're going to find that background picture that you just saved. And now look at that. I have a whole new theme right here. So I can drag this person here. If I wanted to create this little corporate space looking area, that person there, that person there, that person there. And let's just say that I only wanted 6 people to be in this room. Let's say you wanted to put yourself right here. You can do that. And I didn't want anybody else to be able to get in this room. I can literally hover over one of these circles and hit the X, and it deletes that circle. So that means that one less person can get in the room, and I can just click on any one of these and delete any one of these that I want. Another thing I can do, let's just say that there is not enough space in here and I wanted more people to be able to join this meeting. All I have to do is go right here where the little circle is and click add circle. And then I can just click, boom, and now it added a new circle. Add circle, boom, click, add a new circle. So I love that. If I wanted to, let's just say I wanted to add an image inside of the room as well, like have a little picture hanging up or whatever. Let's say I wanted to add this TikTok photo. I could just literally upload that TikTok photo and just put it right there. I can drag it anywhere I want to drag it. Let's just say that I wanted to add a navigation. Now, navigation is a little different, and I'll show you how that works later on. But if I wanted to add navigation, I could simply do that. And I'll cover navigation in another video because that gets a little complicated. I just want to get you started with the basics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that. So now you know how to change the background and how to add more people or more space to your rooms. So I'm going to hit save here. And then now it's going to refresh. And you're going to have to select where you want to sit at again. So I'm going to sit myself right here in the middle. And just like that, I have space. I don't know what's causing me to sneeze right now. Just like that, I have more space and a brand new background. Now you can add, depending on the package you get, you can add as many spaces inside of your meetings as you absolutely want. But I like having limited spaces because let's just say let's say your room is filled up with people and one of these people leave, they won't be able to get back in if somebody comes in the room and takes their space. They just missed out on the meeting. That keeps your meetings more focused, in my opinion. So that's absolutely awesome. Let's just say that everybody is on mute. They can chat right here in this chat box feature. They can chat. I love that they can absolutely chat even while I'm talking. That's amazing. And you want that chat box to be on. They can send gifts to each other. Also, you can send gifts to other members while they're in the room. I don't like that feature for the most part. So, for instance, if you don't want to have that on, what you want to do is I think you can turn it off. Let's see if you can turn that off. Individual search. No, I don't think you can turn it off. I could be wrong. Hold on. This room. I want to room settings right here. Okay, right here. Let's say everyone has access to mic. Everyone has access to screen share. Enable automatic seating. You can enable automatic seating. I like that. Joining notification. Bad words filter. That's for the chat. No date and time save. So I wish there was a setting, and it might be, I could be wrong, but I wish there was a setting so that you can stop the emojis from being shared, because you can click on somebody's profile if they're in the same room with you and send these like gifts to them. And sometimes it's distracting. There could be a feature. I'll ask Richard about it. But there you go. And then if you want to invite people to your room, all you got to do is go up here at the top and select your link right there. And then now you can send that link to people to join your meeting. And you can all sit inside of here and have your meeting right from here. That's absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. Absolutely phenomenal. So another thing you can do is, let's just say you want to leave this meeting. All you got to do is go up to the top, hit that door. And then if you want to see more spaces that you've created, I love it because every single meeting that you create will save. Like it will automatically keep that room open. And if you have a link to your spaces or your meeting rooms, then people can visit any room at any time. If you don't want to have a room anymore, you can simply just hit X and then voila, delete that space. If you want to keep a room and go back to it later, let's say if I created this room last week, I can simply click this link right here and go right back into this room that I created last week. Select, and voila, this is 100 times more personal. And the thing is, Zoom is fine, but it's like more corporate. I want something that was different. And GoBrunch allows me to have that different space. I'm going to keep covering this software because there's so many other creative things that you can do with it. But I just wanted to take out some time to show you why you should be using GoBrunch if you are a coach, if you are in sales and training. This is going to give you that personalized experience. One thing that that is a drawback is that if you are on mobile, okay, mobile is not really yet set up for mobile, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Well, I'm gonna try to show you what I mean. It's not really yet set up for mobile. So, for instance, I'm gonna come in on mobile, and I'm gonna type in my name as Robbie2, so you'll see me come in on mobile. And I know you can't see this, but I can upload my own profile picture or choose a cartoon image. I'm going to choose a cartoon image here. Just going to choose something. Let's see. And then I'm going to hit this is me. And then you'll see me just pop up in the room. All right. That room is locked. See, it's locked. I got it locked up here. So what I can do is I can unlock this room. And when I unlock the room, that person will be able to enter the room. So what it'll do is it'll allow that person to enter the room. Uh-oh. It'll allow that person to enter the room just like that. And on your phone, it's not, you got to turn your phone vertical in order for you to enter that room. That's the only drawback I see from this software. Other than that, it is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. And I think everybody that's a coach or in training should be using GoBrunch. Check it out by clicking the link below this video and let me know what you think about it. I look forward to talking to you soon. Master your mind and make money online.